country is not doing well in so many different ways. Economics, call it social, some problems there. But having a little contribution that you're going to make counts a lot. So it's a good thing. So personally, from my side, I really want to thank you for that. So where is Nepal? Again, by this time probably you have already read lots of things about Nepal. But just to make it a little funny, it's almost a little more than this actually. But the Google Maps told me that it's 12,000 kilometers away from Goa. So for you, maybe it's going to be a little different than this. So it's just in between, two big neighbors, like China and India.
Big neighbors.
Big. India is like I think 23 times bigger than us, and China is I think 37 times bigger than us. It's huge. Big neighbors, always dominated by those two empires. So if you want to travel to Nepal from Goa, it's long, 21 days in the bus. And if you want to go by ship, 21 days, by train, 16 days. If you want to fly, it's 2 days. Not that bad. So it's okay.
Let's hope we fly.
Yeah, of course. So just to give you a sense of the key things, flag. This is the flag of Nepal, and it's the unique. It's the only flag in the world which is not rectangular.
Yeah, I was going to say it's this way. Yeah,
it's something unique.
Yeah.
And this is based on old Hindu culture, and based on science also. If a flag is triangular, it flutters more. So something I don't know. That's quite rare. So again, the key landmarks in Nepal will be Mount Everest, which is right here next to China.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll be having time for it, but I would highly recommend that you get a mountain flight. So you get a flight from Kathmandu in the morning, when the day is clear. They just take you for a little flight, an hour or two. Early flight is really well.
Yes, Phyllis was saying how wonderful it was. But we're going in July, or if we
Possibly
end up
May.
Possibly May. What would the weather be like?
A little rainy.
Yeah.
But still, I think they normally fly early in the morning, so
And there's usually it's dry in
it's
the
normally
morning.
clear.
Oh, okay, that's great because you want to be able to see it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, when you fly, when you want to fly, then you'll be seeing all those high mountains just on your right or left when you want to sit.
So
just make it certain.
who does the flights?
There are several airlines do it, and Buddha is one. Buddha. It's pretty popular because
Buddha flight?
Yeah, Buddha Airlines.
Airlines?
So they have special aircraft, so everybody gets windows. So just two
Right.
rows.
Oh, just the two. Yeah. Okay.
So that's nice, and some others as well. But Buddha was pretty popular when I left, until 2 years ago. So I think they are still the leading.
Still one of the.
But maybe there's some others that have come up, and they might offer you some good deals. So
Okay.
it's worth checking. So and Kathmandu is right here. So you'll be based in the east part of Nepal. They call it central, but actually, if you look at the map, it's not quite central.
Yeah.
So another landmark in Nepal, if you are into philosophy and theology and things like that, this is Lumbini. This is where Buddha was born. Buddha, same Buddha Airlines.
Yeah.
Buddha. So he's born here. If you manage to get time, then I think it's worth a visit to Lumbini.
How far is it?
Well, if you fly, then again it's 50 minutes flight. That's 30 minutes, 35, maybe 40 minutes flight, and then short, maybe 10, 15 minutes bus ride. So not that far. But you really have to plan.
Phoebus went to Bukhara, right? She went to something. She and Wayne.
They went,
I
they
think
went
it
to
was
some.
Bukhara, they said.
But they went to I think a place called Nagarkot,
Oh yes.
which is
Right.
just an hour away. But Kathmandu is a valley,
Yes. Yeah.
so it's pretty nice. You see mountains all around you, and then on the north you can see all these high mountains. Pretty clearly. In a clear day, you pretty much see it. But if you want to see it closely, then you have to take a if you drive for an hour to high mountains around, And then from there you see mountains much closer and much nicer. So there's a place called Nagarkot. Maybe you want to note it down. Nagarkot.
Okay, how do you spell that?
Nagarkot.
Yeah, I think that is the place.
Yeah, I think
they
that's
and
what
yeah, it was because it was up in the mountains.
Yeah.
She had a picture, or Wing had a picture of clouds. They'll just look out and there's clouds below them. You know?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then valley the city would be just
That's
below.
right. Yeah.
And on your right or towards your north, then you'll be having lots of mountains. So
That's right.
Nagar is a good place. Or you can go to Dhulikil. So Dhulikil is not so far from Nagarkot. Dhulikkel. EL. So again, it is also right at the little up higher than the city, so you can see the mountains clearly.
What's in Dhulikil?
It's again like there are lots of resorts and then places where you can see the mountains clearly.
It's the
Similar
view.
to
It's in the Turkey.
yeah, so that's right, yeah, the view. And there are resorts if you want to go and spend a day, a night.
Just to, yeah.
But even a drive would be enough. Like if you don't spend much, then you can take a taxi and 1 hour drive. And it's not going to be that expensive.
Yeah.
So Nepal has like I'll just go quickly some slides. Not you don't need all the details. So we have 75 districts, and Kathmandu Valley has only 3 districts. So Kathmandu, Lalitpur, and Bhakta. You don't have to take note of the name, but this is the thing that try to remember that there are 3 districts in Kathmandu and 3 little towns, historical towns.
Make
and then,
up Kathmandu.
that's right.
Oh, I see. I
So
didn't
Kathmandu
realize
is a
that.
city in itself,
Mhm.
but the whole valley is also called Kathmandu. And in the valley there are 3 major towns, historical towns, but now since urbanization is happening so rapidly, so everything looks like the same city, and then people call it Kathmandu. But
Yeah, yeah. It's
historically it's
Toronto
different.
now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So this might be interesting to you. Like Nepal is not that big, It's like only 1/7 of Ontario. So not so big. If I compare this with Nova Scotia, probably
Same size as them. No, much bigger.
not bigger than Nova Scotia, but definitely 1/7 of Ontario.
Similar shape.
Yeah.
If you drove from one end of Nova Scotia to the other, it takes about 8 hours. Because it's long.
Is it a
and
flat
skinny.
land? Is it or a
Flat.
mountain? So that means Nova Scotia must be bigger. Do you know the area? Like, how big is it?
So, no.
So Nepal is like.
Don't you got me on that one.
So this is the area. So you can compare later on. 147,181 square kilometers.
But Nova Scotia is very narrow. It was only like two hours to drive across.
Same with Nepal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Two?
That's why I'm saying it's similar shape.
Yeah.
Just oriented a little
Yeah,
differently.
yeah. And the key thing that I want to highlight in this slide is like despite the small size, the climate and the variation is so huge. It's pretty amazing. Like in the north, the yellow part, it's the mountains Himalaya. So it's like 35% of the country. Not many people live here actually. So it's very high, 4,876 meters to 8,848 meters.
Isn't that incredible?
And that's Mount Everest. And the temperature might go as low as -40.
Up high, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like tundra. So the hills, so Kathmandu is in hills, so you don't have to worry much about it. It's pretty pleasant. So hills is like 66%, and then a huge proportion of the population lives in Kathmandu. And as you see, the height is not that bad, and the temperature is -1 to 32 degrees Celsius. So if you go in May
Yes.
or June, it's going to be around 32. So it's going to be one of the hottest months in Kathmandu.
In May.
May or June. Well, it wouldn't be the hottest, but it's definitely summer. So
Oh.
you shouldn't be worried about carrying on, taking along your jackets or coats.
May and June are the hottest.
July, I think, is the hottest.
Oh,
But it's pretty warm in May and June.
So it's 32 degrees. Now, is that, then there's humidity. Is there fair bit of humidity or is it very dry?
May and June would be, but June would be a little wet because it's going to rain a bit. May would be a little dry.
Maybe dry.
But June and July normally it rains a lot. July you see the highest amount of precipitation in May. In June. July. August also you get some rain. So, and again September onwards it's getting a little dry.